Alright, hey guys, we're back with another video just to review and kind of go over some new material, mostly on how to assign integer and choropleth values to individual pieces of data. In this case, we have counties here and regions here. So let's head over to Replit where our code is being hosted, and let's review some of this stuff. So first things first, let's go back and kind of look at HTML. I'm not sure if I went over this last time, but it's important to have your script here, your script searches here when you have your code. That's going to be how you connect when you're using Echarts. The tutorial and examples are going to tell you to go through your JavaScript code, but actually you should have it in your index.html. So here we're using JS Deliver for the CDN. I actually changed the D3JS script search because I wanted to see if I could simplify it and it still work, and it did. And also we have main.js. We actually don't need D3JS here. I had it because I was using a projection which I wanted to talk about. So let's get off with the differences in this video. And I guess first thing I see here is this kind of empty space here. So I guess we'll just start off with the projection that I was talking about. So including D3JS allowed me to use the projections, which if I remember correctly, Echarts does allow for certain projections, but you get more through D3JS and then D3Geo. So if my code remembers, I can declare constant here, and yep, projection. So here's an example. We have D3 projection, and it's D3 Geo Mercator. Geo is always going to precede whatever projection you have. We have Albers USA, we have Transverse Mercator, there's several. And when you want to, you can tell that here nothing has changed because we haven't actually applied that code. So if you want to apply the code to display the projection, this is the code you're going to use, and here you can see I've commented it out. So let's remove this, so we're not using it. Now why am I not using it? In our last video, you could probably tell that the projection for spatial reference for Alabama regions was different from Alabama counties. It was an issue that I've been trying to rectify, and I finally figured it out. What I ended up needing to doing was going back to ArcGIS Pro and convert some features to JSONs, both with the same spatial reference. You can also probably tell that I have ditched UTM, and this reference is still zone. Well, I not ditched UTM. I'm sorry. I have ditched NAD83. Still using UTM zone 16N. I ditched NAD83, and I believe we're on WSGS, I believe is the name of it, which works better with GeoJSONs from what I've been researching. So that's why these are different names here on the GeoJSON, and yeah, we got new data. So essentially, today we want to look at how do we go from all the same color and changing the color value based on hover. That's what we were doing last time. To now we have a range of data, in this case integer values population, and also the choropleth values, right? And also, if you notice, these are different values right here. This goes to 2 million, while this one goes to 700,000. Well, for that, first thing we need to look at is this data block right here. And the first thing that we need to discuss about this is that you will notice right here and throughout the rest of this array that we have, name is all lowercase, NAME. This is required as part of Echarts syntax, and this does not adhere to name property rules in Echart. As you can still see, on name property we have capital N AME for Alabama counties. This is because this links us our integer values with our choropleth values, which we're going to see later on. We still need our geographic coordinates and those values for each county and for the shape as a whole. So we still need to have this name property for Alabama counties and also regions, but when we are creating our data array here, we want to have name be all lowercase. So you're going to see the same here in regions. I also fixed some things with regions. I think in the last video we had all caps, and I changed that just so things could be more cohesive. And as you can see, there's still old projection code that I had, and here are the values for region. Funny story, I actually asked GPT to create random values because I was trying to get just any value, random integer values for counties, and it ended up giving me population values. So I was like, okay, let's run with that. Anyways, so the next thing that we want to discuss is this update map display. So if you remember the last video, we talked about the importance of options and how you can format kind of the styling of your code through option. In the last video we had under, I believe it was under or after update map display, we had one option. It was called base option, and we used a let for that one. Well, here we decided to create two, and that reason being is when aggregating the data, population data, what happened was that the data for the regions ended up becoming larger, obviously. So we needed two, because right here you have East Central region has almost 2 million people, right? And in counties, Jefferson County has about 654,000 people. So for the max and min values to accurately display the choropleth value, accurately display the population within each county and the distribution across the state, we needed those to be changed. So I decided to copy the code for that and paste them in our if statement that we had when we wrote an if statement on, depending on which map we are in, hence why we have, the buttons here. So essentially, we had to get rid of the let name just because the syntax for Echarts and JavaScript, we want to follow the rules of syntax, and we would get errors thrown if we kept that. So here we just have county option declared, and we want to focus on visual map. Here we have where we are kind of connecting our integer and choropleth values. So the integer values are declared in back when we were looking at in our arrays with data, and here we're going to declare the min and max of those integer arrays, and that kind of creates a range. And then in this range we are going to use a color range, and so here you see all hexadecimal colors, but again, remember in the last video, we can also use plain text for the colors. And so this one is this is county option, so county option, different min and max, same color range. And for region option, it's another different min and max, but still the same color range. Another important thing to note, we also split into the myChartSetOption function. As you can see, we need one to set to county and another to set to region. And in the last video we just had one of these because we just had one base option that would switch between the both. And so essentially that's how you connect your integer values with choropleth values to create a range, so we can accurately display and visualize data. And these are kind of the results, as you can see. And so that should be it for this video. If you have any questions, you can comment below. Thanks.